Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at the best heater for your aquarium, and that is the Finnex Deluxe controller with the titanium heater. And what I like most about this product is the fact that it is individual products, and this controller can work for the 300, the 500, and 800 watt heaters. This happens to be the 800 titanium heater tube, and great product. I think the only thing that they could do to make this product even better, Finnex, if you're watching, is offer the ability to control 2 heater tubes with 1 controller. It's a great product. I've used this on just about every tank that I have had since about 2012, and very reliable. I actually just recently had my first heater from 2012, we're talking, you know, a few years there, actually quit on me, and replaced it with a newer 800 watt. And this is the heater that we're actually going to run on our frag system in the back. We run it on all our frag tanks, and very reliable, and absolutely love it. So we're going to take a look at this product in a little bit. So we're going to take a look at this product in a little bit more detail, open it up, and see what it is all about. Alright, so we're looking at the HC-0810M controller. Definitely a reliable product, and actually where I just mentioned that one that quit on me recently, it wasn't even the controller that quit on me, it was the heater tube. So definitely something to note. And also that, you know, brings up the important feature that this product has, and it's separate. It's not a heater that's built into a controller, so if one or the other quits, you're out of luck. The controllers, you know, you can replace those, or if you need to replace the heater tube, either way you cut it, you're able to do something, and not completely just throw the thing out in the event that when eventually this product gives up, because heaters do run out, you're able to replace a component of it instead of the whole thing. So as it comes shipped, you have your temperature probe, which I believe the accuracy rating on this is plus or minus 2 degrees. Usually what I do with the temperature probe is put it into a different section of the tank. Like in the system that we have here in front of us, I have the temperature probe in the top bin, and then the heater tube is located in the sump. So it's in completely different regions. So what that does is it basically tells the heater to kick on and heat until this reaches the appropriate temperature, and then it shuts off. And by having that heater in a different container, it's not like I'm just heating the section where I would put my heater and then the probe in the same section. It's heating the entire water a little bit more evenly, which is something I like. This is the plug to your heater tube, and this is the plug to the wall. Some of the features that are on this is you have the ability to set a low alarm and a high alarm, and you have the ability obviously to turn it off, turn it in between Celsius and Fahrenheit, and then increase and decrease the heating as well as the alarms. The alarms are incredibly annoying, so when things are above those ranges that you select, it will be noticeable, and you will know that something is going on or something is afoot with your heater, and it's time to check it out. So that's pretty much the gist of it. There is a little bit of a memory card in here, and actually, you know, a lot of your presets will stay in here. I don't know for how long from the time that it's plugged out, but you know, in most of your power outages, this is going to have the ability to remember what presets you had when the power does kick back on. I just don't know how long that lasts for. This is the titanium heater tube from Finnex. This is the 800 watt, which is considerably long, and there is a measurable difference between the 300, the 500, and the 800. And one thing that I would recommend is removing this protective guard, because I have had this protective guard break due to, you know, heating, and then it's sending, you know, shards of plastic through the tank. So I haven't had, and I've been testing this with the new heater tubes. That was with an older one. I haven't had a newer one do it yet, but I have had the older models do that, so it is something to be aware of. Obviously, the idea behind that is to protect animals and corals or fish or inverts or whatever from becoming in contact with the titanium heater. But it just, for whatever reason, I've had I think 2 of them break, and I would just go ahead and remove that. You don't need it. If you are using a sump, which most folks are nowadays, nothing's really going to come in contact that you are not prepared for. There's a little bit of print in here, but it's pretty simple. You have 800 watt heater tube. You use your controller to control the heater tube. You plug it in like so, plug it into the wall, make sure that your temperature probe is in the water, set it up, and you're good to go. Alright, so right now we're going to be showing you kind of some of the operation with the controller. It's not plugged into the heater tube at the moment, and the temperature probe is just sitting out in the air. So take that into consideration when we're kind of going through this. But when you first plug it in, it has some presets into it already, but to quickly see what you are working with, your alert high is 93 degrees. When it's blinking like that, you have the ability to decrease it. So if you wanted to bring it down to something a little bit more realistic, let's say 82 degrees, you want to set it, you hit the set button, and it's good to go. Your low, obviously click on that once, you do the same, increase or decrease. That's a little low for me. I probably would want that at about 72 at that point. Hit set there, and then right now it's asking for the set temp, which it thinks 80 is the set temp. And if you want to change that, just click it once. You can bring it down to 78, hit set, and it's going to go try to achieve that. And as the heater is on or off, you have this light here indicator showing whether it's trying to heat or sending energy to the heater tube. And then you have your power indicator LED as well. And then you can swap between Celsius and Fahrenheit. That's what I like about this product. It is incredibly simple. There's not a whole lot to it. It's going to add a little bit of controllability with the controller. It's also going to give you some alerts if something is afoot, and give you a heads up if something's wrong. This has been an incredibly reliable product for me, and that's why I have it installed on just about all of my reef tanks, with the exception of a couple tanks that I am testing new heaters on, and we'll check that out in a future episode. So if you want to pick up a Finnex digital controller heater tube, there's going to be links in the description below, or if you're on our site, coralsunlimited.com, obviously you're already on the sales page. So can't recommend this product enough. One of the absolute best heaters that you can buy for your aquarium.